Hello once again, gamers. Cruisnik X back with more Final Fantasy XIV and the Path of the Dark Knight. It's been a bit of a grind getting to level 60, but we've finally done it. Tarl Cabot is now a level 60 Dark Knight, unofficially of course, because we still haven't finished the Heavensward Dark Knight storyline. This final quest will conclude the Dark Knight storyline for Final Fantasy Heavensward. Let's recap what we know so far. Rielle's mother wants to pretty much kill her. This is bad parenting on her part, but Rielle partook of dragon's blood. Now her mother wants to kill her. She's challenged Sidurgu and Tarl to a trial by combat, where if we win, Rielle goes home safe, and if not, then, well, Rielle dies. Sidurgu has not been the best of bodyguards, but let's not dwell on that point too much, because Lord knows this is a classic case of Stockholm Syndrome at this point. But yeah, in the last questline we talked with the Moogles, and they pulled pretty much a happy going, "He loves her!" Well, that's pretty much the gist of it. Anyways, it is time to deal with the trial by combat, and we're going to do that by completing the final quest in the Heavensward Dark Knight storyline, Absolution. Let's get right to it. Countess Ystrid's missive arrived while you were away. We're to meet her in the Western Highlands, away from prying eyes. She's gone to great lengths to conceal her husband's deeds, so it comes to no surprise that she'd prefer to settle this in secret. Tarl, I don't know what's waiting for us out there. But if aught should happen to me, pray, keep Rielle safe. Right then. I believe she wanted a word with you before we left. Alright, let's talk with Rielle.
We wouldn't have made it this far without you, Tarl. I want you to know that I am truly grateful for the time we shared. You, Sidurgu, and Frey taught me so much about the world, about what it means to fight for another, and what it means to fight for yourself. We're going to finish this together, the three of us.
Naught else to say, really. To twin pulls, then. Let's not keep the Countess waiting. Alright, the Western Highlands we go. Why do we teleport to here? Nice snowy blizzard to hide things. Now, I know I could be working with Shire gear at this point, but for the life of me, I just like the look of the level 60 Battlecraft gear better. So I'm going to take a bit of a handicap on this one. Even though I know... Hey, a Vista. Cool. I'll have to nab it sometime. Alright, we should be there right about now. There it is. The moment of truth. Seems we're early. Well, it's not as though I have pressing business elsewhere. Enjoy a moment's respite with me, Tarl? Oh, and now it's clear skies all around. You came. A wise decision. You have his eyes, his nose, his lips. Every time I look at you, I see more and more of him, and it sickens me. Rielle is not her father. You had no right to punish her for what he did. Who are you to stand in judgment of me? I have every right. I bore that monster into this world, and by the Fury I shall send it to the seventh hell. If you're so bloody fond of it, you can follow it there. It's just us now. No one else. Remember Freyd's conjuring. Protect us, and we'll protect you. Right then. Go forth, brave knights of Ishgard! The Fury watch over and protect you! So much for a fair fight. Rielle, Tarl, stay close to me. Be without fear in the face of the heretics! Forward, I say! Forward! Just how many did she bring? Stand your ground! Let them come to us! No! No more! Enough! Forward! Bring me a head! The Fury wills it! Have you no mercy, Mother? I told you never to call me that! You were given a chance! You should have stayed in your cell! Monster! Abomination! Death will be a mercy! Kill them! Kill them all! All of you, attack! You will not harm her! Almost there, I think. Oh, Halane! See us to victory! Grant me strength to strike down this foul creature! Yeah, nice try. Time to turn on a little bit of the dark side. Pray forgive me my sins for laying down with your enemies. Help me to cleanse my soul of this taint. Yeah, nothing's gonna help you. Render unto it your judgment! Unmake this monstrosity! And she's almost done. And I took a handicap for that. Damn you! Get out of my way! Why? Why? Why do you care so much what happens to it? You're not the first person to ask me that. Once, you might have understood. For everything that you are, everything that you've done, you are still her mother. Go. We shall not meet again. Oh, but we will. We will, knight. I promise you that. I will follow you to the ends of the world if I must. So long as it lives, I must. Don't you see, you fool? The Fury wills it! The Fury wills it! Oh, I didn't turn on text auto advance. Good. Rielle.
How great your love for her. Far greater than any you ever bore me. For a long time I prayed for forgiveness. I prayed you would take me in your arms and hold me as you did before. But I know that shall never come to pass. I will pray for you, Mother, that you might find peace in her halls.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Eorzean Dark Knight way of dealing with bad parenting. Don't send them to a nursing home. No, kill them while you look on with no remorse.
Oh, Helone, receive of us this woman, your humble servant. Raise her up to your bosom and grant her glory everlasting.
And what a way to end that! Of course, they're not going to show her head being cut off. No way. So what now?
We go back to Ishgard. Together.
As you wish. Now that is some cold-blooded shit. Alright, let's head back to Ishgard. I swear, 50 to 60 is really cold and freaking... But at the same time, it really tugs at you for some unexplained reason. Alright, let's talk with Sidurgu and finish this up. It all seems so simple in retrospect. The moment I stopped trying to find the answer, there it was. All that anger, all that rage, born of a fervent desire to protect that which we hold most dear.
So you are still committed to your path, then?
And you, if you will have me.
You'll need to talk to me more. And listen. I can't stand the silence, you know. There's no shame in sharing the weight, Sid. We can bear it together. For ourselves and for others.
Right then. Yeah, we'll see what happens. The two of us will manage on our own, Tarl. There may be others who know of Rielle's heritage, but if they come, we will be ready. Granted, we could simply leave Ishgard, but that would leave the people at the mercy of the powers that be. I cannot do that now, and neither can Rielle, I think. We all need a cause, Tarl. So what will yours be? For whom will you stand? That's a good question. I'll say my friends, cause that's why I founded Ala Rubra in the first place. And so you shall. To walk the path is to suffer, to sacrifice. Justice demands no less. But we must never lose sight of why we chose to walk it. Gods help me, those Mughals were onto something, weren't they? Well, with that, we've learned that Sid is listening to Mughals, and we've finished the level 60 quest. With it, we've earned the skill Carve and Split, one of my favorites. But this concludes the Dark Knight quest for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have registered a product key for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood to your service account, and you must have completed the main scenario quest, The Far Edge of Fate. Once you have done so, the next Dark Knight quest will be available from Sidurgu. With it, we've earned the achievement, A Dark Day's Night. Now, Carve and Split is an interesting little attack. It doesn't share a cooldown timer with most attacks. And it does restore MP, which is a lot of help when you're running low on MP and you need a whole bunch of unleashes or abyssal drains. But we've also earned some new gear. First I'm gonna... Oh, I already have that card. Okay, so... First, we're gonna go into our armory chest and see what we can rid our bar. Wow, I was not aware I had so much gear. This is what I get for not paying attention to half my stuff. There are some things in here that I can trade, other things that I... Anyways, we certainly need to open this Chaos Armor coffer because... Alright. Time to show off some new gear. With it, we're gonna equip our Shire Armor. We'll strip down to the bare essentials and begin... Insufficient armory chest space, of course. I keep forgetting I have way too much stuff in here. Return to inventory. Alright. We'll start off with pants. For pants, we've received the Antiquated Chaos Flanchard. Oh, I don't have any glamour prisms. That's gonna be a problem. This is what... I'm sorry, this is what happens when I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. So we'll grab some glamour prisms just to Oh. Well, maybe I'll luck out and have some money in my retainer. Currently selling no items. Interesting. Which means a little bit of gil in my pocket. Let's buy 50 and call it a day. Alright, let's try this again. Now we can show off actual armor. Alright, we didn't get a sword for this, so we are just showing off armor. So, for pants, we've received the Antiquated Chaos Flanchard. For boots, we are going to equip the Shire Custodian Sollerets, but replace them in glamour with the Antiquated Chaos Sollerets. For the waist, we have the Ardent Belt of Fending, but seeing as how the Shire Custodian's belt is stronger, we will be dealing with that. We're going to equip the Shire Custodian's armor, but replace it in glamour with the Antiquated Chaos Cuirass. For hand gear, we have the Shire Custodian's gauntlets, which are going to be glamored into the Chaos gauntlets. And last but not least, we have the headgear. The trademark headgear of the level 60 Dark Knight gear. The antiquated Chaos Bourgeonnet. Trust me, it looks a lot better. This armor looks a lot better on an Aura. In fact, I wish I had this armor again. But with that being said, we have completed the entirety of the Heavensward Dark Knight storyline. When next we go live, we will be moving on to bigger and better things. Chris Valentine is ready and raring to go in the level 60, in the level 50 Machinist storyline quests. So we will be leveling Machinist to level 60 on Chris Valentine. But that being said, that completes this episode of Kruznik's Purgatory. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live at PlayStation and you like this show, hit the follow button below and be sure to turn on notifications. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the previous episode of Path of the Dark Knight, and click here to watch the beginning of the Stormblood level 60 quest line when it comes out in a few months. Until next time, Kruznik X signing out.